name is Jaylen Shead. I was born and raised in Austin, Texas, and this is about my basketball journey. My basketball journey began at the age of 4. My mom said she used to take me to the gym and just make me shoot. And she said from the time the ball touched my hand that I fell in love with it. You know, growing up, I always wanted to be in the gym, you know. I remember my older sister at her AAU tournaments. I used to go find a way, you know, to play with other teams. They would pick me up and I just wanted to play. I love basketball. And once I figured out I wanted to make that a passion, I started young, you know, to make a way for myself with that. Started training in middle school with a man by the name of Sean Hardiman, Ball Hard, who did an amazing job with helping prepare me for every level of basketball. I got to high school. I was pretty good my freshman sophomore year. I was still small, about 5'6", 5'7", 97 pounds. You know, I was fragile, light. I could shoot the ball though. And around my junior year, I had a really big growth spurt. I went from that height to about 6 foot, 6'1". Put on a little bit of weight, and you know, found a good AAU team in Texas Thunder to play with at the end of my sophomore summer. You know, and the recruiting process started. I had a decent junior year, my junior summer. You know, not a good AAU team, but you know, found a way, playing for my dad in back gyms, you know, but some teams still found a way to find me. I signed pretty early, or committed pretty early to Cal Poly in about June and July, which is basically unheard of. Most people like to wait, but I feel like I made the right decision. I signed, had a great senior year, you know, was riddled kind of with injuries, you know, but got off to Cal Poly. When I got there, I was pretty amazed at the way things weren't what was being said they would be. You know, got there, you know, the program was supposed to be changing. You know, they had played slow, now we were supposed to play fast. The players were supposed to be different. We were supposed to be, you know, this new team, new ego, and he wanted me to be the face of that. Well, that wasn't what happened, and for a year and a half, I wasn't able to progress my basketball game at all. I was stagnant. I didn't get better. I didn't even play my position. My sophomore year, we would play 4 guards, and I was the biggest of the 4 at 6'1", now 6'2", and I would play the 4 and guard, you know, power forwards and small forwards. So I wanted better for myself, so I chose to transfer. Had kind of another stagnant place where I couldn't find anywhere to go. Ended up at Texas State, where I walked on because I felt that was the best opportunity and the smartest one to be close to home while I was doing this transition. Once again, you know, things happened. I had an injury before I came in, that a patella tendon injury that, you know, I told them about, that wasn't taken care of. I was forced to play on it. And, you know, my knee to this day is still very shaky. You know, some days I can jump, some days I can't. But through this, you know, I had to, because he said this was the only way I would get a scholarship. And for me, I love basketball, so I persevered. I didn't let it bother me. And I did my best. I made good grades, showed him what I could do. You know, during my retro year, I got moved to the first team because he didn't like the second team losing in practice. And the end of the year comes around, think I did my job, comes in, tells me I'm going to give a scholarship to somebody else, even though he knew I was going to be the starting point guard the upcoming year. Took it with a grain of salt. Come into the summer, we have 2 players leave. When they leave, he tells me that he can't find anybody else, that one of those scholarships would be mine. I did what I had to do. I went out there, I worked hard every day. I watched as he brought in 15 to 20 recruits trying his hardest to not give me that scholarship. And what ended up happening is the last day, calls a team meeting and we find another player who I'm grateful to meet, but, you know, at the same time, it hurt, you know. I had been deceived in what I thought would happen. The school year starts, we start practicing, it gets closer to the season, I start having a real bad pain in my hip to the point where I can't walk. When I wake up in the morning, I have to basically pick my leg up to get out of bed. I saw the trainer as much as possible. When I say once, maybe twice a day, I was in there every day, and it just seemed they couldn't figure out what it was. And the trainer told me, he can only do so much, but he'll have me see the team doctor. Saw the team doctor 4 times. Never once did he get it right. He would just tell me sometimes, oh, you just need to stretch. Oh, your hip flexor is acting up a little bit. You just need to stretch. There was no real diagnosis, and there was no care paid attention to what I had going on. Again, who I am, I tried not to let it bother me. I persevered. I played through it, and the farther we went into the season, the worse it hurt. In the shower, I couldn't wash my lower body because it hurt to bend at the waist. In the mornings, I couldn't put my shoes on. Some of my teammates started to notice that before games, my game shoes had already been tied on my left side, and that's because it was so hard to untie them. I would leave them tied, basically, so I don't spend 10 to 15 minutes wasted of trying to get my shoe on. My hip was that bad. I used to get in trouble for not stretching, but there was so many stretches I couldn't do. So I didn't do it, and sometimes that got me in trouble, but I tried my best to make it known that I was in pain, but it didn't seem like nobody cared. This hip injury ended up affecting other things, my leg length, started having back issues, got an MRI mid-season. I had a herniated disc on the same side because of what was going on. There was actually a day in practice where the disc hit a nerve and my legs went numb to the point where I felt paralyzed, and I had to slide off the court, and the trainer had to get my back into place to where I can feel my legs again. The season finishes, I'm going through a lot with basketball, trying to figure things out. Finally, try to get an x-ray. I was going to get an MRI, but it was too expensive for me and my family at the time. As I said, I wasn't on scholarship. And, get an x-ray. They tell me that, I have the hip of a 40-year-old man at the age of 21, 22. And it shouldn't be like that. And the injury was persisting and getting worse. So I did my best to try to get physical therapy, and at the same time I was trying to find a new school. Ended up at Washington State, great place. I get there, we have the entry physical. I tell them about my hip, get MRI, I find out that I have a FAI impingement, I had tearing in my labrum, and that I had a oversized femur, and that what I was going through, no matter if it happened during the season or after, I was going to need surgery if I wanted to have a normal daily life and to play basketball at a high level again. So throughout the season, did everything. They brought up so many different treatments. I got so many different injections and all kinds of stuff. And finally, it got to a point where I was just on one leg, and I finally let them know that, and we agreed for me to have surgery. And at first, surgery was a scare, but what it did is open my eyes to how appreciative I was of the situation I was in, and that not many people got to do what I do, and it made me want to treat my body better, and also push myself harder with basketball, because now I have more doubt more than ever on my back because of this injury. And where I'm at now is I'm in beginning of month 5. I can start doing basketball related drills and stuff like that. I still feel pain here and there, but they said it's slowly gonna go away. I'm doing things that I hadn't done in probably 2 years, with tying my shoes and bending down and washing my feet in the shower, and it just feels good because when something is wrong for so long, you don't know what normal is. So just glad to be where I'm at, and I hope I continue to progress and see where this journey with basketball and my health can take me.
Alright, Jaylen, if you don't mind, turn your shoes off there, please. Lay on your back. Alright, so what we're going to go through is just a basic hip mobility assessment. Jaylen can give you details about what's been going on with him. We've been making a lot of progress here. Let me know if anything you feel, sharp pain, aches, anything like that. Alright, any clicking, any popping. Let me know if you feel anything at all. Looking at range of motion of the hip, in and out. Looking at hamstring flexibility here. Good. How's this side compared to your side?
It doesn't hurt, but it's definitely tighter. If you keep pushing, it'll keep going down.
And then anything with this. Anything with that. Okay, perfect. Okay, what you do is hold. And let me push you down. Good, relax, come all the way out. And back up. I want you to push in my hand, all the way down. Good, now I want you to drive back up. Pull, 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 pull. Good, push. And pull. All the way up, good, 3 more. Good, pull. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go. Go. 1 more. And pull. Good. Lay on your side facing that walk away. Okay. Lay that bottom leg up just a little bit. So we're going to kind of just stretch the front of that hip out a little bit, alright? Let me know if you feel anything in the back. We don't want to feel it in the back. All be front of the hip, no sharp pain. Okay, what I want you to try to do is hold. Okay? Now I'm going to let go. I don't want to see that leg drop. So this is a hip strength test. Okay, I want you to relax. Okay, did you feel your hip want to rotate back?
Yeah.
Don't let that happen. Hold. Okay, don't hold onto the table. In fact, I want you to bring your shoulders back. I want you nice and square there. Come down a little bit. Come up a little bit. Good. Rotate that hip a little bit. Okay, down. You're going to bring that leg up and back towards me. Go. Right there. And down. And we'll add a little resistance. Up and back towards me. Go. 5 times. Come on. Good. Don't let the trunk rotate. 2 more. And go. Good. And relax. Knees bent. Feel alright?
Mm-hmm.
Rotate up.
Clamshells.
Yep. And down. We're just going to go with a little bit of resistance. But when I force you down, let me win. Okay? Go. Push up. And down. Push up. And down. I'm going to stabilize that hip. Go. Faster. 3, 2, hold, hold, hold. And relax. Good. Lay on your back for me. Okay. Leg bent. Good. Drive up into a single leg bridge. Good. This leg I only need it in line with here. What we're paying attention to is this hip level. Make sure it stays even. Okay? Don't let me move you. Stay strong. Stay strong. Push out of my hand, push out of my hand. Drive that hip up and drive that knee out. Come on. Control your breath. I need to hear you breathing. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Brother.
I just started.
Hit 30 for me then. Hit 30 for me.
My mama been told me don't get no poor performance. And whatever you gon' do, just do it. Never thought about doing music. I was trying to build my phone up. Contact full of drug abusers. Run around with that mess, trying to figure out what my cousin doing. Prison with the Migo, found out they was selling. Wish I would've knew that shit. I would've been lit. Swear to God, since I was
Carlos,
17,
same thing. When you get to 15, give me a 30-second hold. Good. Grab those knees out. All the way out. Breathe down. Control your breath. Grab those knees out. Good. Keep going. 20 more seconds.
No, he might not beat it. I told the lawyer go for a lighter sentence. I don't want no problem with y'all. Y'all got women tennis. I don't gotta sell.
Keep driving up, Carla. Keep driving up. Keep driving up. 5, 4, 15 more reps.
No, I came up,
Straight
but I
into
came
it, straight
back.
into it.
Around and got plugged in. I'm biting now, red rich minute. Stay out my little brother business. Just know that they give millions. Press the button right there to let the doors in. Go hard, yeah, care. I'm going all in. This house vibes everywhere. She calling more friends. My word or none. Ain't lying. I cannot bargain.
Same thing. On number 15, give me a hold, please. Perfect. Drive those knees out. Drive those ribs down. You should not feel it in your back. You should not feel it in your hamstring. Should be all glutes. 15 more seconds. Breathe, Jaylen. Breathe. Control that breath.
I'm trying to buy one. I told her, shorty, just let bygones be
5,
bygones.
4.
Get out my I don't gotta buy guns.
Slowly come down and relax. Let's get the band off. Strong core. Quick feet. Halfway there. Keep it up. Come on. 5, 4. And switch. Go. Left leg. Otherwise, notice that body is leaning over. That core strong for it, please. Halfway there. Keep it up. Keep it up. Good. Get it up. Go. Nice and easy. I didn't need to jump to the move. Nice and easy. Good. Side to side. Place a little higher. Spring, spring. 4, 3, 2, and left. He changed it. Carl, you changed the words. Alright, let's rest about 30 seconds to a minute.
I'm talking about moving more than I used to. Like the higher I got, the more not out of control, but I can feel like it wasn't like I was in seats, so I was just like a little bit.
So you were able to land?
Yeah. So like maybe if I was trying to get back on the sled, I was pushing off.
Alright, so this is round small things. I want you to 50%. Not very high. Focus on food, especially when you land, right? 30 seconds. Ready? And go.
on a Lambo and didn't even know how to make that motherfucker go. On my birthday, I just wanna lift the dough. Barely flex, but don't play with me, period. Shooters follow behind in the years. In the road truck, I feel like a tourist. I'm the one from the bottom who sold out my pound on them pounds, used to drive in the beard. I'm heating up, I push lines and I'm gonna bust. He can't put on that drip, he ain't one of us. How you riding the Benz in a Tonka truck? How you got everybody lit piping up? Oh, she bad with no swag, I can pipe her up. Make my last on no wife.
And basically now what we're going through is I can start getting into basketball activities, but I gotta finish my range of motion, flexibility, and strength in range of motion. Right now my infield is, about 65, 70%. So these next 2 months are basically gonna be the difference between, if I can get back to playing basketball, at 6 months or 69 on the range. So next couple of weeks I'll be going more to the gym, doing more actual basketball drills, working on cutting, stuff like that, just making sure my hip can handle the physicality and sharpness of basketball. So that's what's next.
It's been 4 months since Jaylen has had surgery on his hip. He has came a long way from not being able to shower properly, squat, bend over, jump, and has even escaped the pain that he would feel whenever he tries to put on his shoes before games. The journey has been long but also humbling for him. Jaylen has been pushing through the uncomfort and pain throughout his physical therapy sessions every week with the mindset of being even more explosive than he once was before. Now that he is at a stage where he can do drills, he plans to pick up the intensity and turn it up a notch.
Running up this money been a breeze. Flew her and she me till she leave. She done fell in love, I'm selling dreams. I done fell in love with buying jeans. Hate I found a love for sipping lean. Hellcat faster than a demon. New G-Wagon with no key. Put baguettes in my AP. I ain't playing them out, they leave. Know I pay for keys. Treat my brothers like they me. Had to make myself a boss and ain't no working me. I invest a couple mil and let my money work for me. Know they hate the way it happened, probably somewhat cursing me. I don't know nothing about no killing, all I know is murder beats. I got rich and understand my next 3 cars gon' be a lease. I ain't never losing sleep about no beef, I roll in peace. I put diamonds in my teeth, came from grinding in the streets. Get a load and break it down and sell it all and then repeat it. Pray to God for all the dogs behind the wall, they need their freedom. When I be on TV and perform, I hope they see me. Once it's up, it's stuck, we get over on not hit even. Forgiato rims on my dually, I rock these. Only rock Amiris with my Timbs, not no diesel. Got some up in Philly, play with birds like they eagles. She keep saying I'm the man, that boosting on my ego. Still in Atlanta, selling bags like they ego. I'm just saying, how you try to run off with the wave and you ain't surfing? Gave them all the drip, still acting thirsty. I ain't even counted up to see what I'm worth yet. All I know is put it up and keep on working. I can't even hold ya, I been getting loaded. Devil on my shoulders, God got my back, so I keep on rolling. Yeah, drop top McLaren, everybody staring. Living from the hood, turn it to the man. Get a lot of money, try to stuff it in my pants. I might do the whoa, I don't dance. Rings on my hand cost a fortune. Shout out to my mama, no abortion. D-boy, white Air Forces, different kind of bags, I got choice flavors. And I got the swag for a lower ticket. Think I'm hearing voices in my head saying kill him. No shit, forgive me, I'm one of the real ones. Really from the trenches, turn $1 to a nickel. Baddest of the baddest, guess I got a way to pick 'em. Tries, then we smash 'em, then they go to playing victims. I don't know what happened, all I know is he got hit up. I'ma need a napkin, chain dripping, VV's lit up. I'ma get the money and go hard long as I get up. We gon' beat the trial, I told her brother do some sit-ups. Win, 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 no lose or draw, I never give up. So what you banging, what you claiming, throw that shit up. Baby, how you try to run off with the wave and you ain't surfing? Gave him all the drip, you still acting thirsty. I ain't even counted up to see what I'm worth yet. All I know is put it up and keep on working. I can't even hold ya, I been getting loaded. Devil on my shoulders, God got my back, so I keep on rolling. Yeah.
Y'all went over my left hip protocol, but also we addressed my right knee and my right ankle's instability, because my goal is to play basketball at 100% again. I've had the last couple of years, I've had issues that have kept me from being and reaching my my highest potential, and I just want the next time I step on the court to be ready and not just be thrown out there. So, addressing all the minor issues that I may have had, even from my freshman year in college, from Cal Poly to Texas State to Washington State, make sure it's all addressed and taken care of. So, the biggest goal is to play basketball, the way that I want to, with the body that I think will handle stress and, the everyday life of basketball. So, it's going to continue, and I just got to make sure that I hold myself accountable and keep going.